Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and welcome back to another instalment of the Now Review. And in today's instalment we continue our journey through the Now Dance series as we've hit the year 1995. And whereas in the last year, Now Dance 94, we had 4 releases, we've gone down this time to 2. I have for you Now Dance 95 and Now Dance Summer 95. So as customary, we will start with the first of these, so I think we will take a look at this one first, Now Dance 95. So taking a look at the cover, this is certainly very bright and colourful. Got a butterfly image. I love the sort of blend of the orange and blues. The dance font, what they've done there, I actually quite like that a lot. Whatever effect that is really cool. The 95 is that classic bubble font of the 90s. Overall, it's still a very sort of basic design, for want of a better word, which was definitely very common back in that era. I'm not a great fan of it. I admire a bit of detail and structured detail, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. It says 40 ultimate dance hits, and this has the 2 CD special value. They must have really been harping on about 2 CDs back then. And of course, well, I'll show you the spine. There's the spine. And then of course we will see who is on there. So you have the Bucketheads, Entrance, Perfecto All-Stars, Alex Party, Eternal, M People, Strike, Clock, MC Star and The Real McCoy, and many more. Well, let's take a look at that many more as we look at the all-important track list. Okay, so you have 40 tracks on here. Probably not going to list all these ones as there is 40, but you can easily see them there. Clock by Axel F is a great song. Scroll on down there, you got some M People on there, Baby D, Snap, everyone loves a bit of Snap. Alex Party, Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks down there. One of the biggest dance songs of that year, that's for sure. Really a lot of great songs on there. Obviously, oh, Nikki French did a cover of Total Eclipse of the Heart. That'll either be really good or really not so good. Scrolling down there, you got, well, a certain song by someone we can't talk about. And scroll down there, you got the flavour. So that is your 40 tracks, and if I just zoom up to the barcode there, you will in fact see it says CD NOD 15, as this is indeed the 15th release in the Now Dance series. Okay then, let's get this bad boy open. So we're going to crack open the disc, if I can do that, crack open the disc. There's this one, a nice bright orange. Orange is an interesting colour, isn't it? I've never really liked it that much, but I must say I'm warming to it more as I get older, and this is a very nice disc. There's the cover design, although it's a different blend of colours, but that is indeed the cover design. And if I open this, there you go, there is disc 2, which is a nice blue. I much prefer this colour, and that is the title, just without the, that's the cover, sorry, without the title. So yeah, it's a 2-disc set, 40 tracks, and I mean, it's the same goes with any of these. A lot of strong dance music is on here, and if you're into dance music from the year 1995, then this is definitely one for you. I mean, Clock by Axel F is a great song. I mean, Sight for Sore Eyes by M People as well. Just when go back and scan that track list and tell me there isn't some classic dance tracks here from 1995. Honestly, highly recommend that. You can get this on CD, as I've got here. There is no vinyl release. That stopped with Now Dance 94 Volume 1. You can get this on cassette as well. I'm guessing it'll be a double cassette, as it's 40 tracks on here. And this CD only literally cost me like £1.50, and that's what you really need to pay for this. It's really cheap, very easy to come by. But if a normal Now Dance album wasn't enough, they just had to get in with a summer edition. So now we will take a look at Now Dance 95 Summer Edition. Or should I say Now Dance Summer 95 is its proper title. So looking at the cover, you've got definitely a more summery vibe with like the blue waves, and you can see there's a starfish in the background, sort of superimposed negative. It says 20 scorching dance hits. Well, that means it must be good. The font on here is again very 90s. This one's a bit more blocky, a bit more rigid. I do like this sort of font design more than the other one, but again, it is sort of that 90s basic word art thing that I'm not like overly enthused about, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I think the colour scheme blends a lot better on here though, that's for sure. There's your spine. And who have we got on here? You have the Out There Brothers, Shaggy, Bobby Brown, Clock, Live Enjoy, Jam and Spoon, and many more. Okay, well that sounds promising. So, 20 tracks on here. Who have we got? You have Boom 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 by the Out Here Brothers, In the Summertime, Shaggy featuring Ravon. Here Comes the Hot Stepper by Eni Camos. Humping Around by Bobby Brown, goodness. Right in the Night, Fall in Love with Music by Jam and Spoon. Try Me Out by, not gonna say it, Woomph, There It Is by Clock. Zombie by ADAM featuring Amy. Dreamer by Live and Joy, one of the best dance songs in the entire 90s. Heart of Glass, the Diddy's Adorable Edit by Blondie. Your Loving Arms by Billy Ray Martin. Not Over Yet by Grace. Get Your Hands Off My Ma by Junior Vaquez. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Stay or Tonight by Isha D. As Long As You're Good to Me by Judy Cheeks. Magic in You by the Sugar Babies, not the Sugar Babes, the Sugar Babies. Leave Home by the Chemical Brothers. Misirlu, theme to the motion picture Pulp Fiction by the Spaghetti Surfers. You're My One and Only True Love by Anne-Marie Smith. And Love Enough by Soul to Soul. And if we just quickly scan up to the barcode, it does indeed say CD NOD 16, as this is the 16th release in the Now Dance series. Well, that is your track list, so let's open up this doohickey. This is only one disc after all, as there is 20 tracks, and there it is. This is on a... Will you catch my reflection there? So that is a standard silver disc, silver reflective disc with the logo on it. I mean, it's sort of done across the middle. It looks a bit messy. I don't really like it when discs do this. I like to be able to see the text properly, so that's a bit of a shame. But, you know, this was probably more of a budget release. That's an image, or an alternate image of the cover, should I say. That's a real tripped out starfish. Patrick, what did they do to you? Sometimes you guys ask me to take out the booklets of these, and really there is no point, because on these albums it is just like the same track list and production information, so they're not as bulky or as fleshed out as, say, the numbered series. So, what do I think of this album? Well, obviously it's a lot more concise than the other one. I mean, there's only half the tracks to begin with, but, you know, these are pretty good summer bangers. I mean, Dreamer by Live and Joy, as I said, is one of the best, like, 90s dance songs ever. You've got Woomph, There It Is by Clock, that's another big hit. The In the Summertime version by Shaggy, that's well loved. Boom 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 by the Out Here Brothers. 1995 was just a really good year, I think, for dance music, or solid dance music anyway. So I'd highly recommend this one if you're into dance. If you were on a budget, I'd actually say, even though the other one has more tracks, I would get this one. You can get this one on CD, as I've shown you here, for like a couple of quid. You can also get it on cassette, but not on vinyl. So out of these two albums, I've already sort of given my recommendation as to which one, if I had to just pick one, that I'd go for, which would be Now Dance Summer 95. That's mainly personal choice on my part. I just think there's a lot less filler than there is. Now Dance 95 is good, but when you've got 40 tracks, you know, there's going to be some of those songs that you might want to skip, or some songs that you're not going to like. So I'd say if you're into like the mainstream dance stuff that was going on at the time, but you want a concise album, then Now Dance Summer 95 is definitely the one to go for. But of course, both of these, as I said, you can find really easily on CD, couple of quid each, or even on tape for a couple of quid each as well, but no vinyl releases, unfortunately. Is this the best year for Now Dance? I would argue not. But is it a solid year for Now Dance and not a bad one? Absolutely. But that's all for this installment of the Now Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. We've got nearly 90 episodes of the Now Review at this point available for you to watch, so you can check out the playlist, which I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time. Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, Bruce Danton, The Broken Kitsumanoid, and Francine Salazar, our AMTV staff members.